hang up. We could blackmail them with all of our pictures.
Thank you very much. It's been a while since I heard my name from that golden voice of yours, so that sounds really good. I'm deeply honored to receive this award from the Varsity Letter Club this evening. I'm equally humbled to join a group of people that preceded me, men and women who have accomplished so much and respected by their communities. My love affair with the University of Pittsburgh goes way back. My father played at Pitt 1946 to 1949, and when I was small, I used to open up a suitcase where he kept all his clippings, and I used to read about Dodo Cantorno and Bill Bosacconi, who's here today, and Doc Carlson. And I always wanted to aspire to come to Pitt and play. And as some of you may have heard, I had a relationship with Coach John Wooden out at UCLA, and I got a chance to visit with him many times before he passed away. And one of our visits, I was talking to him, and I said, my dad played 46 to 49 for Doc Carlson. And he said, oh yeah, I know Doc. And I was taken back because I thought, I forget Doc, John Wooden's 97 years old. And I said, well, listen, I heard all of Doc Carlson's stories about wearing the babushka and sitting in the stands and reading the newspaper when Penn State was poor. And he said, well, listen, I want to tell you a story that you've never heard about Doc Carlson. I said, well, go ahead. And he said, well, we're playing Pitt out at UCLA, and they have a hotshot kid that just had a lot of points the game before. And so I put George Stanich on him, and I told Stanich, don't let this kid shoot, don't let him smell the basketball. So he did, and this kid from Pitt never touched the ball, didn't get any shots off, had no points the first half. In the second half, Stanich got tired, and he said, all right, let's get Stanich out for a rest. And sure enough, the kid from Pitt hit a couple shots, and he yelled down the bench. He said, let's get Stanich back in there. And a voice came back and said, no, coach, leave Stanich rest for a little bit longer. Kid from Pitt hit another couple shots. He said, hey, let's get Stanich back down there. And a voice came from behind and said, no, coach, leave Stanich rest a little longer. And he turned around, and Doc Carlson down behind the bench. And, that's right from Coach Wooden's mouth. Well, as it turned out, as I researched this, I wanted to see when George Stanich played at UCLA, it just so happened that guy there trying to stop was my father, who had 36 points against Carnegie Tech the game before. So it was an interesting little story. But my, I used to go up to the field house when I was little, and my dad, we didn't have tickets. It'd be freezing cold, and he'd rap on the side of that field house door, and someone would let us in. And we'd watch the games, and it was a big thrill, getting really nice autograph when I was younger. And as I got decent at playing basketball, I wasn't sure where I was going to go to school, and Pitt was in the Eastern 8. I did not want to play in the Eastern 8, and I had other offers that were a little bit better. So I was confused one evening. I had just come back from Stanford. I verbally committed to Ohio State. Seth Greenberg had just come to a baseball game of mine and said, hey, we're joining the Big East. And I was very confused and didn't know what to do. So I was in the bathroom upstairs in our house, and I was just sitting there, just relaxing. And my father, I heard some footsteps outside, and he never, ever let on he wanted me to go to Pitt. He rapped on the door, and he didn't say a word. All I heard was a fight song. Dun, 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 dun. And so after he did that, I had no choice, so I came to Pitt. And since that time, I look back on what I've accomplished, and it all comes back to Pitt. While I was here, I met a pretty young cheerleader who's now my wife for 23 years. And we have 4 beautiful children that I'm blessed with. And I relate that back to the University of Pittsburgh, in my personal life. Professionally, as a physical therapist, I'm getting my ankles taped one day as a senior. And Dave Perrin, who I had the opportunity to see Tuesday, said to me, Joe, do you ever think about physical therapy? And me and my wisdom at the time said, what's physical therapy? And went on and did okay physical therapy-wise. So I have Pitt to thank for physical therapy. And through those connections, I ended up being the basketball coach at Mount Lebanon High School for the past 11 years. And the rewards associated with that and being able to teach these young men some life lessons, again, all that comes back to the University of Pittsburgh. So I'm forever grateful to the university. I thank them. I want to thank Dr. Bill Solkowski for the nomination. I want to thank Sam Clancy and the Varsity Letter Club for all that they've done. I want to thank my former teammates and coaches and friends and family that are here this evening. I so appreciate them being here. I want to say a special thanks. No one can accomplish anything by themselves, and I've been very, very blessed with wonderful parents. And my father gets a lot of ink, but my mom does not. And she's here with me today, and my mom gave me the gift of believing in me, and I think that it's so wonderful to have that person that just believes in you, no matter what happens. And there were games where I came out of that locker room and I stunk. But my mom would say, honey, you're the best one out there. We're all those guys like Curtis who are the basketball. But Mom, I love you, and I thank you for everything you've done for me. I want to congratulate my fellow inductees, and like you, I want to sit back and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.
Our next inductee